afternoon. Welcome to Reiki Master Tarot presented by 1111 Mind, Body, and Soul Healing. This is Sherry. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I am so grateful you stopped by to share energy with me. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite unconditional love. And we have another guest here. His name is Exie. Say hi. Say hi, Exie, to everybody. He's wagging his tail. He knows you guys are here. Okay, move over, baby. He's my stage director. Sometimes he moves the camera around where he likes a better angle. But he's just walked away. So that was our guest for today. So what we're doing is we're doing a collective reading for entertainment purposes only. The name of it is The Quantum Field is a Mirror. What is projected out, you know, you guys hear me always say what is projected or emanated out into the atmosphere, into the universe, is a quantum field. Okay, so whatever is pushed out there is reflected back to you because the quantum field is a mirror. So whatever you send out, remember, everything's cyclical. And we talked about the figure 8 on its side. That's the limitless gate. Okay, the infinity symbol. Okay, and every time it goes around in a circle, it completes a cycle and starts a new cycle. Okay, so because our quantum field is a mirror and it's reflecting back to us the frequency that we project, we are the mirror. Okay, because we're getting back what we're putting out there. We are what we are manifesting. Okay, so if you're happy and you're grateful and you're childlike wonder, you're moving energy, you're dancing, you're writing down your thoughts, you're putting energy on them. You're speaking them out loud like I am right now. You're putting energy on them. And if you're doing it from a good space, okay, because even as a Reiki master, I can't do a session or a meditation, chakra meditation for anybody, if I'm in a bad mood. I'm blocking the energy that I need from the omnipresent, omniscient, universal life force energy. Then look where our move over, Exie. Our stage manager is adjusting the camera again. Okay, sit down, boo boo. Sit down right there. There you go, sit down. Likewise, we're doing tarot reading. If your energy is not, if your channels are not open because they're blocked with negative energy, you're not going to get the messages that you need from the divine guides that you're connecting to, okay? Or to the higher beings that you're connecting to. What's going on, Exie? Exie is looking at me really strange, you guys. So we're going to send you infinite unconditional love, boo-boo. Yes, we do. We throughout all space and time for Exie. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to welcome in the Archangels of the Four Corners, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. We request your presence to oversee this reading and protect it from any and all that do not have our highest good in mind. Exie is looking at us again. Okay, we thank you for your presence with infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. We're also going to welcome in the Archangel Twin Flames of our chakras and the Archangels of the 7 rays, whose characteristics are power, wisdom, love, peace, truth, abundance, and justice. Now, there's something else I've been doing research on lately. And there are 5 other characteristics, and they sound like pretty much the truth, but we have so much help from divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels. We also have help from another group of heavenly beings that are directly connected to the all that is and the all that ever was. Okay, and we're going to talk about them. I'm going to do some more research on them, and then I will let you guys know what I come up with. It'll probably be right before the week before Christmas when I get done with the research on that one, okay? But they're very beautiful beings, and they've been there the whole time, okay? So Spirit handles us in increments, so we don't know everything right here, right now. I think we talked about that, okay? So as you put forth taking action and wanting to ask the questions to get the answers in meditation, or if you seek out information or the answers to a question, that is taking action But then other opportunities and synchronicities and signs will show up that are answering that question and are in harmony with what you're looking for. Okay, there you are. Okay, he's on the floor behind us, you guys. Okay, Archangel Twin Flames of the Chakras. You guys hear that playing? Okay, so we have at the Earth Star, we have Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. At the High Heart, we have Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. At the Soul Star, we have Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst. If you would, please give us the essence of the story that you wish to tell today regarding the quantum field being a mirror, okay? At the High Heart, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity. We have transformation. We have transformation, okay? Look at that energy. Now, the quantum field, it projects back to you. So if your whole day is filled with something negative, you got stuff happening back to back to back, stop. Take a breath. Go outside. Take a walk. Let the sun burn that off of you, whatever that might be. But you have to transform what's going on in your heart, mind, and soul. If you are in a loop of negative energy, tell the loop to stop, okay? There is a gesture. It's like this. Cut, clear, release, okay? You see the palm of my hand? There's energy that I'm stopping with the palm of my hand, and I can feel it. It's tingling. The other hand is stopping outside energy from getting into my heart space, okay? So clear that energy. Get yourself out of that loop. Cut, clear, release. Call in your divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels to help you to clear this energy, clear your space, and to hear you, and for you to clear your channel so you can hear them instead of what the energy is that's trying to project itself onto you, okay? It might be somebody that's jealous. It might be somebody that is deciding who you are to them when it's none of their business, okay? Whatever it is, if it's a negative energy and you can feel it in your heart space and it's not making you happy, cut, clear, release, okay? Get out of that loop. Look, I didn't even look at the cards. Transformation. Look, cut the cords. The angels are here. They are hearing me and helping me to give you guys the message. This is their story. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. Now, in order to cut the cords, we have to look at what is bothering us, what is triggering us, what is there that's making you feel bad. Cut those cords, okay? Now, under that, vulnerability and freedom. Be vulnerable to look at what's bothering you honestly and let it go. Because the more you hold on to it, it's just going to keep making itself known. And every time it makes itself known, it's going to be more and more and more. It's going to be louder and louder and louder until you let it go. Thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, for transformation by cutting the cords. Okay, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender, Archangel Zachiel, Archangel Amethyst. We have forgiveness and understanding. Look, yes, they are here. The quantum field is a mirror. They want you to project and emit love. Emit the opposite of the negative energy that it may be showing up. If you're emitting love, stay in that eternal moment of now. Forgiveness and understanding. There may be an opportunity come up for you to show forgiveness and understanding to something that happened in the past. Sometimes once we let it go, we say, okay, now I know why that happened. It was a karmic lesson. It helped me to learn, grow, and evolve. I'm letting that go. I forgive myself and understand what happened here. That forgiveness and understanding is being vulnerable and giving yourself the freedom and permission to release that energy for good. Under that, surrender. You can't tell me the angels are not here. Surrender that energy, okay? It is not for your highest good. And when now here's the thing. Because the quantum field is a mirror, this is where we manifest what we truly want from our heart, mind, and soul. Thank you. I welcome and acknowledge your presence with infinite, unconditional love. If that quantum field is a mirror, what do you see in that mirror as you see yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you seeing and visualizing what it is that you want your life to look like? What do you wish to remove? If there's something coming up, I wish to remove that. If that's not for my highest good and it's making me feel bad, okay, you gotta go. Bye. Have a nice trip. Don't come back. Okay? Surrender. Surrender. It's right here. Surrender it to the all that is so you can open up your space to receive what it is that you want. Okay? Wow. Raise your vibration. We just talked about it. I'm not looking at the cards. I'm looking. Okay, so I'm looking over there at the refrigerator while I'm talking to you because that's where I see the visions that the angels are giving me. What I'm talking about. I'm looking over there, okay? I'm not seeing what's on the cards. So right here it's saying raise your vibration. What do you want in your reality? Raise your vibration. The frequency that you emit is the frequency that gets returned to you. Okay? Raise your vibration. How do you do that? How do you raise your vibration? So let's say you're thinking about something that happened at work 12 years ago. You don't even work there no more. But it's the memory, that movie is making you feel bad right here, right now. Okay? Now, did you learn something at that job that you're using in your life right now? Did you meet somebody fun? Okay? Did you at least have some fun workmates there? Okay? Find the good part about whatever is the opposite of that memory. Okay? Let's see if I give you guys one. I have one. Okay. I was doing an event, a big event, huge military event, and we hired a flying Santa. The day before, we go in and we mark the area where he's going to drop out. He needs to have a landing point. We go out, we put a big old red X in a circle on the ground. It was huge, probably about as big as this room, so he could see it, but it was bright, bright red. Come time for him to jump out of the plane, the wind kicked up, okay? And next to the venue where we were was the armory, because it was on a military base. Nobody can go into the armory. They have military police all up and down on all of the exits, from our exit all the way down around the perimeter of the armory, okay? Everybody's looking up at the sky. Everybody is looking up, right? The kids are looking up. We got Santa. He's on a wagon station around the corner. Nobody could see him. So the flying Santa was going to land in. The big Santa with those horses. People say they're Budweiser horses, but they're not. They're the big, huge horses. At the time, my daughter, I think she was 3. The Wrangler let her drive the horse, and we got a movie of this little teeny tiny person driving these big horses, right? So anyway, they're stationed over there, but the wind kicks up. The flying Santa, we can see him. He's started going towards his landing spot, and then the wind said, "No, you don't," and it kicked him up, and he was flying directly into power lines. The MPs were on the radio to me, and I'm going, do you guys see this? And they go, yeah, we got him. And I was just hoping they was going to kick him up and over the power lines. The kids are screaming. Now, these officers' wives, okay, was screaming, "You can't let my children see that man dying." I'm going, the man is not going to die. And the kids are now going, "Oh, Santa's going to die. They're killing Santa." All because one mama opened her mouth and planted that thought. Okay, I told the fire truck, I said, I asked the MPs, I said, "Do you guys have him?" They said, they said, "We're going in the gate right now." We're on radios, okay? Then I got the ambulance driver. I said, "Park at the entrance," because we had an entrance with a long road, okay? I said, "Park at the entrance." He parked at the entrance. I asked the ladder truck, "Park behind the ambulance. Turn your lights on, and I need to hear your sirens." Okay, now meanwhile, all these officers' wives are screaming. They didn't all made a collective screaming about the man that went over the fence into the armory. He's going to blow himself up and all this stuff. They just planting thoughts, okay? They put the tar on the stove and decided to tell the story, okay? That's good. Who went to go get the feathers to put on the event producer, okay? So the MPs called me back and it goes, "We got him. Where do you want him?" I said, "He was going to go directly to his car because we have the other Santa coming on the wagon. So I called the other Santa. I said, come around, park behind the ladder truck, okay? And I need you to turn on your music on your wagon. I need the lights going, and I need all of that. They got the other guy, come now, okay? Because everybody was screaming. I said, come now. So that's what they did. So as the kids are screaming and these mamas are screaming, these officers' wives is screaming, okay? The kids is crying. All of a sudden you hear the sirens. Okay, they probably thought something happened to the man. But the sirens are coming towards us. The ambulance, the ladder truck, and the Budweiser horses with the Santa who's sitting in these red velvet chairs, okay? And the Mrs. Santa's there. They're throwing candy. They got the music going. They got the elves are dancing next to the Santa Claus. So what do? We redirect it. We redirect it from what those parents were putting into their kids' minds, okay? Parents are karmic lessons, okay? We redirected, and when they saw, and they were supposed to light the Christmas tree. We lit the Christmas tree ahead of time. So all the attention went away from the flying Santa that went into the place where he wasn't supposed to go, and the kids didn't know that until the mama said it. Everything got redirected to a positive place. So because of the quantum field, what I needed to do was put into the quantum field positive energy to cleanse the cup of what those kids had, the visuals on their mind. Now, here comes Santa Claus. Here come the big old horses they didn't even know were there. Okay, these big, huge horses with the bells, and they had the Christmas lights all over the horses. They had the Christmas lights on this wagon. This wagon was huge because we did wagon rides once the Santa was, once Santa came out, he got off the wagon and sat next to the Christmas tree. They used that wagon to give the kids rides around this big, humongous, it was like a big motor pool area that we were in. On one of the military bases, and they would just go round and round and round, give the kids the rides, and they would let the little ones guide the horses. What was it? Knee and how. So knee was left and how was right. So that's what happened. So when we look at what we're putting out to the quantum field, if we get that feeling that says, hold on, what are you doing? Redirect your energy. That's how you raise your vibration. Raise your vibration. Okay, so that's the story that y'all gonna get for today. All right, thank you, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Lavender. Thank you, Archangel Zadkiel, Archangel Amethyst. Okay, now look, on the earth plane at the Earth Star Chakra, thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Metatron. Look what we got, angelic protection. Okay, we just called them in, and there's that sword, okay, that sword of truth, and that shield of protection. We have the angelic protection. Thank you, archangels of the four corners. Thank you, archangels from the angelic empire. Thank you, archangel twin flames of the chakras. Thank you, archangels of the seven rays. I'm so grateful to you. Okay, and so when that wind kicked up, I knew he was going to be okay because he was going into the electrical lines, but he wasn't that close. And then the wind kicked up again, took him up and over the line. So I knew once he landed in the secure area that the MPs, the military police, were going to go over, and they got him and everything was fine. And at the end of the day, he changed his clothes. He came and found me. He gave me a hug and apologized. He says, I'm sorry. I said, oh, so you're God now? You control the wind? No, you don't. None of us do. Okay? The air is a sacred element. Okay? Angelic protection kept him from going into those power lines, and we need to have faith in what we cannot see. Okay, under angelic protection, look, take a step back. Take a step back. I just said it. When you find yourself emitting negative energy, okay, what do? Take a hard look at it and do a second. Come back for a second and go, how do I handle this? Let me take this deep breath. Okay, let me take this deep breath and let this go. And I am going to redirect my energy. Take a step back. Okay, you control your energy. See, you controlling that energy. Redirect that energy in a positive way into your quantum field. It's a mirror. Ask yourself when you step back, what do I want to come back to me? Now you know you control and command the reflection that is coming back to you. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Oh, y'all stepped in there. Look, healing energy. You heal. If you project negative energy, cut, clear, release. Step back. Ask yourself, what do I want to reflect back to me? Healing energy. Okay, you have to send the healing energy out in order to get it back. Okay, all right. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, you guys. Wow. Okay. All right, so let's do this. All right. We are going to do a reflection spread with the Illumination of Light Tarot deck. Okay? If you guys would like to have this deck or take a look at them, there's 3 of them. Actually, there's 4 decks at makingplayingcards.com. If you want to just go take a look at, you know. Now, right now, there's tariffs. I ain't telling y'all to put a whole bunch of money out there. Okay? Those tariffs are out there for a reason. We don't know why. We ain't going to question it. But you know what? It's bringing a whole lot of information up. Remember what was hidden in the dark? Is now being revealed. Okay, those tariffs came up for a reason. And that's gonna stop folks, because it cost me almost $100 to get a pack, to get this deck right here. Once I got done paying the tariffs. Look, this is a reflection spread. This is the lesson. Now, angelic protection. What's going on? When you get an Ace of Cups, this is from the all that is and the all that ever was. It's what you deserve. Okay, so if that Ace of Cups is emotional, there's something that happened. We just talked about tariffs that was imbalanced, or it might be you balancing your inner twin, your inner masculine and feminine energies, and you are receiving a reward from the all that is. It's wish fulfillment, heart's desire. On the left, 9 of Swords. Okay, something's coming to an end. Wrong choice, challenge, mistakes, failure, despair, embarrass, shame, worry. Okay, these are all 3D dense energies. Okay, that we learn as we go along in this life with the decisions that we make. Those are actually lessons. Okay, they're actually lessons, and at some point we can look at them from a different perspective and see that they are actually blessings. Why? Because with those lessons we become subject matter experts. Okay, with the 8 of Pentacles, that means you are learning, growing, and evolving something in your life. Okay, it's the quantum field that reflects back to you what you put out there that you learn a lesson from. Okay, thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Can you please tell us what is the experience at the sacral chakra? What was created? Thank you, Spirit. Look, balance, masculine and feminine, the inner twin. Okay, that was either balance or there was an experience that was a karmic lesson because of 2 people. Okay, again, we have subject matter expert. Somebody was learning something and caused a delay. There may have been a delay to a couple, 2 people, individuals, or a balance in the collective, balance to 2 individuals that were either twin flames or soulmates. It may be an imbalance. There had to be a balance between business partners or a business agreement. Well, let's see what's over here on the right side, Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups. This is Archangel Raphael. Okay, Cups is emotions. This is healing the heart space. Okay, so with the lovers here, there was a relationship. Angelic protection, take a step back. Okay, so it may mean, hi Axie, it may mean that there is a masculine inner twin that is receiving angelic protection because they took action to balance their inner and outer self. They're also becoming a subject matter expert on their soul, on their pathway, on their mission, okay? Or what it is they want to learn, okay? Because this Knight of Cups, romantic, sensitive, creative. This Knight of Cups is this might mean a twin flame relationship, a coming together. It's whatever it is protected, okay? There's the Ace of Cups, a gift from the all that is, to 2 people that are coming together, union, partnership, desire, because individually they balance themselves emotionally. They are getting romance, sensitive, and creativity to their heart space. by Archangel Raphael. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Hope. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora, can you please tell us what is the action being taken at the solar plexus? Somebody's feeling stuck. There's a conversation. Oh, look, it fell under. Take a step back. Fell under, take a step back. Somebody is stuck. That was a challenge. Somebody was stuck. And they, angelic protection, it may, just like that wind kicked up, there may have been something that appeared in this challenged position that caused somebody else to take a step back, okay? Because there's romance and love and creativity right here, okay? Between two people, all right? Now, or Queen of Wands. Now, I see this coming out maybe another way. Hold on. Remember, the quantum field is a reflection. It's a mirror. Okay, so if somebody's getting, and we're looking at the other side now, angelic protection. Somebody's angels protecting them from something that is emotional. Okay, the Lover's card. This may be a Gemini that is now stuck. See all the swords? These are conversations that went on where somebody blindly said certain things about somebody else, and now they are the ones that are tied up. Okay, now this Knight of Cups, okay, remember what you put out there is what you get back. So if you put in the quantum field something that's going to be ugly or hurtful to somebody else, you just prayed for it. You just prayed for that emotional thing. And look who it is, the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands, whenever I use this deck, is never a Queen of Wands, not yet, that has pure intention. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow, transformation. Well, let's see what happens with the transformation. Thank you, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Aurora. Remember, Archangel Uriel is the archangel that takes our prayers, our wish fulfillments, heart's desire to the all that is. With these conversations and with these swords that were being thrown at somebody, they just locked them own self up. See them standing in that water. Okay, they just had the prayers answered, but it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. It's coming back to them. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, can you tell us what is the decision at the heart space? Thank you. Five of Wands. Look, fighting. Chaos, competition, fighting. This is what happened. Wow. Transformation on the left side. I can't make this up. Queen of Wands. What did we just say about the Queen of Wands? On the right side, look, somebody sacrificed themselves, a hanging man. Okay? They have to look at things from a new perspective. They are being forced, this person, whoever this is, made this decision, continue fighting, is being forced to transform. And they're forced to transform because of decisions they made in the past. They're living in that life right now. Remember, the quantum field is a mirror. Whatever you put out there is what's going to come back to you. Wow. Okay, Spirit, cut the cords. Now, thank you, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Charity, Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. Can you please tell us what is being spoken about at the throat chakra? Throat chakra, please. Thank you. Justice. Justice. Okay, balance, truth, clarity. Justice is here. This is a Libra card, okay? And it's under, cut the cords, okay? Remember, you clear your space and you cut those cords. What happens is balance. You're emotionally balanced. And when you stay in the eternal moment of now, emotionally balanced, your world changes. Wow. On the left side of justice, look, the tower. This is the universe balancing itself. And this is on the left side of justice, transformation. This tower was built on a foundation that was not infinite, unconditional love. Okay, it is now falling. The universe is causing upheaval, destruction, and change. And change always comes after destruction. And justice is saying, cut the cords. Wow. And look, 4 cups. Somebody had a choice to make. Okay, somebody had a choice to make. Introspection, disconnected, choice. Okay, so whoever was causing all of this destruction, whoever's in this 8 of Swords stuck, they're being forced to change. Wow. Remember, quantum field, you put out there, that's what you get back. Even if you're wishing it on somebody else, it's coming back to you tenfold because you put it out there. The quantum field is a mirror. okay? If you're putting love and you're saying, oh, I'm not judging anybody, I can't judge that for you. I don't walk in your shoes. I don't want to walk in your shoes. I have my own, okay? But if you're jealous of something, that means that there's some 3D dense energies that are there that are guiding your ego, guiding your footsteps, okay? For you to stand in front of a mirror and receive all of the things that you sent out there are coming back, cause and effect. It's a universal law. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Archangel Michael, Archangel Faith. The justice is being spoken about at the throat chakra. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Mother Mary, can you please tell us, under forgiveness and understanding, what is the message to the third eye? What's the vision? What's the clair? What is the vision? What is the movie? What is the message? What is the word? Thank you. Two of Wands, moving forward, making plans. Okay, making plans, journey, new paths. Someone had to change. Remember we saw the choice where somebody had a choice that they had to make. Okay, they have to make that choice. They've already made the choice. Okay, now under forgiveness and understanding, look what we have. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, this is Archangel Uriel, earthly tangible blessings. Okay, now we had the Knight of Cups. Okay, we had Archangel Raphael. So we have three archangels here so far. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. So grounded, practical, diligent. Look, grounded, practical, diligent. And who is it? It's a businessman. Okay, who's got a bright new idea, an epiphany, a revelation, or there was an investigation. There was an investigation. The truth came out about something to this businessman who's at the Nine of Cups. He wants to make a decision. Something is closing. There's a cycle closing for him. Now, he put a lot of energy, a lot of emotion into something, a business. He wants to toast himself. He's getting to a milestone. Okay, he's at a crossroads at this point with this 9. Something is getting ready to start over. Look, King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, on the right side of this Two of Wands is a Queen of Cups. Somebody's moving towards a Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups is compassionate, sensitive, and loving. Okay, I'm loving this dress on you, girl, too. Okay, but this Queen of Cups, she is in a state of receiving. Okay, she's not running around trying to find she loves herself. Okay, the Queen of Cups is very, very astute. She's very observant. She sits back and she listens and she watches. Okay, she doesn't watch things or come into understanding of things with her ego. She listens with her heart. So every decision that she makes when it comes to emotion is balanced. She's a very emotionally balanced being. Okay. Yep. She moves forward based on what her heart tells her to do. The Three of Wands. She's moving forward too. Look, under that, 2 people are moving on to calmer waters. How about that? Wow. There's a brand new idea. Something with passion. A brand new passionate idea. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Earthly tangible blessings. Okay, wow, somebody's bringing something to an end. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. We got the Queen of Cups. Somebody's moving forward towards the Queen of Cups. Okay, there's justice on the table. Somebody was fighting and resisting, but somebody made, because of the fighting and resistance, their justice is showing up. Remember the angelic protection. Okay, there's balance, truth, and clarity because somebody cut the cords. Somebody released. Somebody transformed the energy that they were sending out into their quantum field. Okay, somebody kept fighting. Somebody changed their mind. Okay, and now they're receiving justice. Okay, because they're taking action to move forward. Okay, thank you, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mary, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine. Can you tell us what is the white light? What is the energy that is coming to the 1,000-petal lotus, the crown chakra? Thank you. Thank you to all universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one that are in this room and telling the story. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Three of Pentacles. Okay, collaboration. Okay, now what I'm feeling is that there's two people that are, there's a pathway here. Become whole in one with yourself, whole in one with your higher self, whole in one with the all that is and the all that ever was. And to get there, you see all those stars, divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels, and the dog down at the bottom, that's pure intention. That's what leads the way. It's always pure intention. It turns the wheel of fortune, okay? Pure intention is what we put into the quantum field. It helps us to lead with our heart and not our ego, okay? On the left side of the Three of Pentacles, look, something was illuminated about a collaboration, okay? Look, the Hierophant. Someone has mastered their inner and outer twin, their inner being, their inner twin, to balance their outer reality. This is a master of self, okay? The Hierophant is also the all that is and the all that ever was. We can also say that the Hierophant is an organization, okay? A corporation, a traditional structure. It could be marriage, it could be a marriage or a higher learning, okay? Either way, this person has mastered themselves because they took the time to do the higher learning, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Okay, if you would, Archangel Christiel and thank you, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Christine, Archangel Christiel, Archangel Mallory, can you please tell us what is at the causal chakra? What's at the causal chakra? What's at the causal chakra? Uh-oh. Okay. Betrayal. Someone was betrayed. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And we also have, these fell out. Now, some weird things happened today. I'm not going to go into what it was, but it's a lot of strange things going on to be understand. Okay, so with the causal chakra, there was betrayal. Okay. Archangel Michael is bringing balance to the situation. Okay, Archangel Michael's bringing balance to the situation. There's strength coming. Remember we saw the Hierophant, okay, gaining that strength in between, and it's based on intuition. Okay, someone is listening to their intuition. They're going deep. Okay, they know what their frequency does. They know what their mirror is, because look at this lady. She's looking in this book, but look what's reflected coming back to her. Okay, I made these cards. Okay, I never saw that till right now. Okay, I saw the glowing, but this is the first time it's had meaning, where she is looking into deeper things. Sorry, there's kids. They're screaming. Okay, you get the point. Okay. Hold on. Okay, thank you for holding. It's Thanksgiving Eve, so there's a lot of new energies around that we are just observing. We're just going to observe them. Okay, so back to this at the causal chakra. Okay, we have betrayal. Okay, and there was broken heart. Something happened. Okay, because these two cross together. Okay, these two cross together, the decision and the cause, okay? And that's what happened, okay? So we have, with the Three of Swords, we have balance that's being brought, okay? One of those this balance is helping a lesson that's bringing strength, okay? And what's bringing strength is being aware of what the intuition is trying to say, deeper things, and some knowledge that was esoteric, meaning it was hidden, okay? So just like this high priestess, When she puts energy out there and it's pure intention and it's infinite unconditional love, it is reflected back to her. And the symbiology right here is we're looking at, she's looking at this book of different things, and the energy is being reflected back to her. This positive energy is being reflected back to her. Now, the energy, okay, on the left side of the Three of Swords, we have someone walking away, the Eight of Cups. Okay, someone that is emotionally balanced. There's a turning point. They've reached a turning point, choice point, emotional balance, and they're leaving where they were. So this person is making a decision to leave based on this fighting and betrayal. Okay, now the card that brought the story out is the Seven of Wands. Okay, Seven of Wands is looking at things from a higher vantage point, where this gentleman knows who, what, when, where, and why. He's making this choice, and if you look at that moon or that sun that's at the top, that is helping them to see clearly in the light of the moon, okay? If that's a moon or a star or whatever you want to call it. But this is the story that was brought out, that the angels brought out, okay? So let's cross the cards. What we have is the Ace of Cups. This is the lesson, something that's very, very emotional, okay? What it evolved to is somebody had something that was very, very emotional that caused them to look at a collaboration or want to be in a collaboration with themselves. We saw the Hierophant becoming whole in one with yourself, balancing your masculine, your inner masculine, inner feminine energies, becoming whole in one with your higher self, your higher heart, the spirit being the spirit part of you that's in the heavens, that's helping you, your spirit guide, okay, divine guides, spirit guides, and guardian angels are in the stars, and then becoming whole in one with all that is and the all that ever was. That's in the quantum field, okay? If you guys want to look some more at this, it's called the monad, okay? So you can go and look up what monad is, okay? And that it's really deep, but there's a word that you guys can go look up. Okay, I don't give you guys too much. That's going to be overwhelming. But just know the quantum field is the most powerful place in the universe. It's what you send out. You are commanding what you want to come back to you by what you send away. Okay? All right. So, let's see. Okay, so that was the lesson. Okay, so we're going to do experience, balance, or there was two people. Okay? And what's happening is there was two people in a relationship. Somebody's leaving. Okay. So this was the experience. There may have been two people that were together in a relationship, but the growing part from the lessons, experiences, and challenges is somebody is leaving, making plans to leave. Okay. All right, Spirit. Now the challenge. The challenge is somebody is stuck. What's returning to them from their quantum field is all of the conversations, all of the ugly words that they sent out. It's going to be very emotional for them to receive all of these swords and see they've tied their own self up. Okay? This dress is red. That reflects the root chakra. There were some unhealed inner child wounds, some unhealed something is going on from this person's root chakra. Okay? And the learning from this challenge is justice and balance being brought. Okay, so if there was imbalance brought here, the universe is bringing balance and justice here. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, we have transformation. Remember we said it's somebody that was doing something that was not good for somebody else that caused an imbalance. They were being forced to transform. They're being forced to transform, and now they're getting back what they put out there. Okay? And they're resisting what is. They're standing there, they're looking at this from a higher state of being. They've been made aware of what is coming back to them. They're still resisting what is. Why? Because, look, the Ten of Swords, they don't have a choice. Okay? It's pain, anger, shock, sadness. And then you have to accept what happened. They can have hope in their future. They can regenerate and renew. Okay? Because, now remember, whenever you get an ace from me, all it is what you deserve. So just make sure that what you get back from the quantum field is something that you really, really want. Okay? Because whatever you send out there is what you deserve. Period. Okay. So we have forgiveness and understanding, justice, and the Seven of Wands. Okay? Forgiveness and understanding. Release, surrender, and allow. Balance will come into your life, and you will also get truth, clarity, and wisdom on what you need to see from a higher state of being. Okay? Okay, angelic protection. Okay. Whoever did the right thing, okay, we can't say who was right or wrong, but just know that the angels work for the highest good of all involved. Okay? If there was some ugly things that happened and this person said all of these things to one person, they received angelic protection to help them to stay balanced or to help them to deflect the energies that were sent to them that were not for their highest good. They had angelic protection. And when they took a step back, they got to see things from a higher state of being. Okay? All right. So this was the reading, you guys. This is the reading. Thank you. So here's what we're going to do. We judge no one. Okay? Everything is based on choice and intention. Okay? If somebody's in choice and intention is not in harmony with your choice and intention, it's not for you to judge. Let them receive what they sent out by themselves. Okay? Whatever they send out, whatever it is going to be reflected back, because that energy, that frequency is going to come back to them. Okay, let's do it like this. The quantum field is a mirror. You are the frequency. You are the frequency that you send out. You are also the mirror, okay, that is going to reflect that frequency back to you. You are the manifestation of that frequency. That's why we don't judge anyone, because we are now putting ourselves in their frequency. Observe, do not absorb. Okay, so that's the reading for the quantum field as a mirror. We're going to leave this here, okay, into all energies, reflected on this reflection spread. We send them infinite unconditional love throughout all space and time and beyond. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Okay. This is the one. Okay, I'm getting the heat from, can you guys see it? Does it look like the fire is moving to you? You see the glow, that purple glow? Okay, there's energy on these cards, I can feel it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave you with the 5 principles of Reiki. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Now think about your quantum field. Today, I will not be angry. Today, I will not worry. Today, I will do my work honestly. Today, I respect and honor every living being. Today, I am grateful for everything that I have in my life right now. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Now, gratitude. Let's say you're grateful for everything that you have in your life right now, okay? And even if it's something that redirected your path, or something fell away, a person, place, or thing fell away, just fell away from you. Something that you thought was your future. Remember, angelic protection, okay? Your guides can see things that you cannot, okay? I just knew I was going to retire. I was going to get some medical care. I was going to make some money, put some money in the bank. I was never going to be hungry again. I was never going to want for anything ever again, because I had a job, okay? And that job, I was the best at what I did. Every week when the stats came up, I was at the top of the list as that top producer, okay? I was at the top of the list every single week. I ran a business. I know how numbers work, okay? But I liked doing what I was doing. I liked my job, okay? I got to talk to people all day, okay? Now, went away in an instant. It went away. There was a lot of lies that was told, and this had nothing to do with my business. This was in the secular world, okay? There was a lot of lies that was told by one person. There was a lot of manipulation that was done by one person that caused 3 other people to go into their heart space of pain. because this other person was in charge. Okay? Do I still hold that energy? Nope. I forgave every single one of them. Okay? That's where your forgiveness and understanding comes in. That was a karmic lesson for me. Because if I had not done that, I wouldn't have been on my journey full tilt boogie after that. Okay? So sometimes Spirit redirects our footsteps on the path that we signed up for with our sacred plan. Okay? And it may seem real hard in the beginning, but if you don't resist what is, you can see what you can't see. And that's all I can tell you. And I told you guys I was going to try to tell you a story every single time. And I'm hearing the angels in my ear. Thank you so much, divine guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, to all the universal beings of the highest white light that are the law of one that are in this room. Thank you so very much for your presence. And thank you for helping me to say what I needed to say that you guys brought through. Tell your story through me. I am grateful for you to tell your story through me. You come through every single time, and the message is always perfect. And it's always in harmony with the title that you gave me earlier today. If you guys meditate every single morning when it's quiet, as soon as you wake up, say thank you. I am so grateful. Thank you for waking me up. Okay? And you're still in that twilight time, that is a staff meeting. Okay? So I went from having staff meetings in the secular world to having staff meetings in the higher realms. I am blessed above my imagination. Okay? That's the difference. Okay? That is the difference. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for showing me that. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to leave you there. I hope you have, excuse me. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving, I want you guys to have a beautiful day with your family. Have a beautiful, quiet day, just contemplating if that's what you're going to do. Go outside, put your feet in the grass, look for some hummingbirds, and just say, I'm going to see butterflies today. Now we're in the middle of winter. Okay, watch. Watch. Okay, so you guys enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, hug your babies, give your babies hugs and kisses from me, and I love each and every one of you above your imagination. Yoga Master girl. Oh my goodness, I need some of those. Gail got these socks. They're winter socks. They look like boots. Okay, they look like boots. They are so cute. Okay, and then she did her presentation outside. She had a jacket on, and she has a jacket on and boots, and she's doing yoga. I'm talking about disco yoga. Only Gail can do disco yoga. You go, girl. Okay, I'm gonna do me some. Take my phone outside, take my tablet outside, and do some disco yoga with Gail outside. Okay, I'll probably come out of all them clothes because she's in Canada, so it's cold where she is. Okay, but thank you so much, Gail, for sharing your energy. Your quantum field is full of beautiful love. Her when she does her, you can feel her energy coming. And if you start opening up your heart, mind, and soul to feel energy, to identify energy, you can feel another person's beauty. You can feel their love. You can feel their pure intention. You can feel the choices that they make are in the higher realms, and Gail is one of those people. She is so beautiful. Oh my goodness, she's such a beautiful being. I love you, Gail. Thank you so much. And to all the subbies, all of the new subbies, thank you so very much for stopping by my channel and allowing me to share my universal life force energy with you, and the universal life force energy of the omniscient, omnipresent, all there is and all that ever was. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you through my cards, through my voice, through the presentation. I will leave y'all with that because I could talk forever. So, and that's a gift. But thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I love you above your imaginations. I send the angels with you. Stay blessed. Bye.